Hi friends, welcome back to my channel once again for this English class. Let me recapitulate of what I had taught to you yesterday. Yesterday I mentioned to you about three important times when we don't really change the statement of the direct speech. The first one is habitual fact. Second one is when the statement is universal truth. And the third one is when the reporting verb is in the present tense or future tense. So there will be no change with regard to the direct to indirect speech. And also you came across yesterday the rules of the change of tense. When the reporting verb is in the past tense, what are the changes taking place in the reporting statement? So today I will discuss a little bit about other rules of the change of direct to indirect speech. Let us find out other rules. There are also rules connected with the other changes. So you must remember that in the reported speech we don't use any comma or any quotation marks. So we may have to remove all these commas and quotation mark when we change the direct to indirect speech. And again, one more thing, when we use the when we change the direct to indirect speech, we use the conjunction that to make the link with the reporting verb and the statement. And many times students asked me, sir, why in some places told and some places said? Because he said that he would be coming, and some other place it is said that he said that he told me that he would be coming. Why in some places told and in some places said? So students are getting confused, and what is the reason behind? They are not aware of that one. Sometimes they use according to their liking that told and said. So when do we use a told and when do we use a said? Students, you have to remember that we use told when there is a direct object to the reporting verb. So what is the meaning of direct object here? So in the sentence, for example, he said to me, uh, he will be coming, or he said to me, I will be coming. So here, he said to me, said is a reporting verb and to me is the direct object of the reporting verb. So here in this case, the reported speech will be having told. He told me that he would be coming. So because there is a direct object for the reporting verb, we use told. That is how students will have to understand when to use told and when to use said. So another example I am giving you. He said, I will be coming. So here the reporting verb is said, but there is no direct object to the reporting verb. In which case, in the indirect speech also, we will be using he said that he would be coming. So you have to understand this difference between these two terms. So one is said to me, whereby you will understand it is supposed to be told, and the other one is said, where there is no direct object. So you must difference, and that is also one of the rules. Now again we have got some rules like if the direct statement is a interrogative sentence. Earlier I told you about four types of sentences. One is declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Second one is interrogative sentence. So direct statement can be also an interrogative sentence. So there are two types of interrogative sentences here. One is interrogative sentence starting with the WH word, that means a question word, and the other direct statement is interrogative statement starting with the auxiliary verb. So what is the difference between these two? One is he said, what are you doing? Here the direct statement is starting with the question word, that is what are you doing? And again let me give you another example. He said, are you coming for holidays? Are you coming for holidays is and also is an interrogative sentence but starting with the or beginning with the auxiliary verb. So here you have to understand there are two types of interrogative sentence. One is starting with the question word and the other one is starting with the auxiliary verb. So in these categories we have got some changes in the direct and indirect statement. And let me give you some examples for this particular type of interrogative sentence. Let us go to the example. First one, he said, what are you doing? Here, how to change this direct statement to indirect statement. He said, what are you doing? So here, the interrogative sentence starts with the question word, what? And here, the reporting verb is said. He said, what are you doing? In this particular example, since it is an interrogative sentence, you need to change the reporting verb to asked. He asked what I was doing. What I was doing. Here, the direct statement is he said, what are you doing? And indirect statement is he asked what I was doing. So in this particular example, you can see that the formation, the structure of a reported sentence is different from an interrogative sentence. What is the structure of interrogative sentence? Question word plus auxiliary verb plus personal pronoun plus main verb. You can see that what are you doing? But the structure of a reported sentence will be slightly different. That is what plus pronoun plus auxiliary verb plus main verb. So you can see the construction of the sentence. He asked what I was doing. So that is the first example. Let us go to the second example for the interrogative sentence. What is that? The direct statement is he said, are you fine? Okay. He said, are you fine? Here, the interrogative sentence starts with the auxiliary verb. In which case, you have to use if or whether in the indirect speech. So, but the reporting verb will be remaining as asked. So, if I convert this particular sentence into reported speech, it would be like this. He asked if I was fine. Look at that. I have changed the tense to past tense. He asked if I was fine. In the first example also, I have changed the tense. So earlier I told you that one of the most important things of direct to indirect speech is nothing but change of tense and change of pronouns and change of situations. So change of place. You can understand from these two examples that if the direct statement starts with the auxiliary verb, we need to use if or whether in the indirect speech. I suppose you are listening to my class and I am writing down something. I am too fast, but then you can listen again and again and you will be able to understand better. Let me pause for a while. Alright. I discussed three important rules with you. First one is if the reporting verb is in the past tense, there are changes in the tense, followed by the second rule. The second rule is that if the reporting verb has a direct object and if the reporting verb doesn't have direct object, these two places you have to observe. And if the reporting verb has a direct object, you need to use a told. And if there is no direct object to the reporting verb, you don't need to use told. So these are the two things you have to remember. And the third rule which I was discussing with you is nothing but the auxiliary verb, the direct statement starting with the auxiliary verb and question word, interrogative sentence starting with the question word. So these are the variations. So when you go through this, you will come to know that which direct statement is an interrogative sentence and that is starting with the question word. Then you need to use asked what I was doing. For example, you need to look at the particular auxiliary verb or the question word. If it is with the auxiliary verb means a helping verb. If it is starting with the auxiliary verb, you have to use E for whether in the reported speech. So these are the changes you have to see when you are learning to change a direct statement to indirect statement. Now I have two more to discuss with you, but today I think I will stop with this one, leaving you three important rules. And then if you have some grammar text with you, you also must go through it and confirm with what I was trying to tell you online, and try to do more exercises about changing the direct to indirect speech. I am not giving any exercises online in this video, but you can get it from your grammar text confirming of what I was trying to teach you. Please try to come with more comments and likes and shares. If you have some friends to do it, please continue to support me, connecting you with the grammar text classes and other motivational talks. I will be also giving some motivational talks from experience level, and then making you to be a very good student, and preparing you for better writing examinations. So I wish you all the best for next class. Thank you and have a nice day.